Discuss your differences and never again debate. Debating causes harm. Humility leads to objective answers for resolve, not debates. Not the clashing of ideas and not facts. Make this day a new one for a humility and love that you have never felt, but only heard of, and remain with it. It is real within all of us. The root to agree is love. It's a new day, and so let's truly live it for what it's for. David Anthony Brayboy. This is a universal and divine reality for the human condition if we are ever to survive what has been the factor of our own self-destruction. The fact that there are differences between us in the human family is the cause of many wars within nations as well as our homes. There seems to be a war for the hearts and minds of the people by those who feel that they are correct to be able to guide humanity in the right direction, and yet they are a part of that same humanity. This is being written to remind all of us that we are all in this together. This implies that we all have the right answers for one another. And if one finds that the other one is not accurate, then it is the responsibility to enlighten the other, not only for the sake of themselves, but for all who have come in contact with that error. To be in error does not warrant them to be an enemy, but a student of the same life experience. Reasoning has a very divine reality, and it truly lives within all of us, and when it is not utilized by choice, then the one who is in the position to enlighten becomes the one who supports the darkness of this world. The enemy of humanity has always been one to block truth to the masses of the people who are trying their hardest to be made free from the enslavement of ignorance. I use the word ignorance in its pure meaning in terms of simply not in the knowing of something. We all know inside that there is something there that has a living energy that transmits to the heart and mind that there is something more than what we have been taught and what we have been told and even seen. This is where the vitality of one another comes to dawn, for the sake and therefore preservation of one another. There are some who have been given the way gift of insight. The gift meaning the ability by way of the permission of the Creator to be led inside to see the things that needs to be corrected in the individual, for to be able to see more in clarity for the sake of everyone who needs for their walk of what is shown within the host. These things are shown for to share with the world in order for the world to be able to see more clearer, so that the storms will pass more passively, for the lives of those who are caught in the storm and its darkness can be made free. We all contain answers for one another. No one knows it all, and that is the beauty of the life experience, and that is the learning journey. It is a journey that we all are upon without reservation, and this journey can be a very pleasant one if you remove those from your life who are truly with the cause of all of the chaos in this world, disguised as those who are supporters of the growth of humanity. The Creator, when we were spoken into our mother's wombs by the gift of life consciousness, gave us a gift of universal intelligence that the religious world has forever denied, if not totally condemned. Where there is intelligence, there is insight to life and its issues, and then movement into strength and clarity and into freedom. But there are those who discredit this by consistently using the most abused word upon the earth to manipulate people to believe what is being said, and that is love. They know that the word love, if insidiously used, causes a blind hope and a willing blind mind without proper observation of what is. This word captures the human spirit, and many use that for the sake of not having to explain the point. They separate the mind from the spirit for trying to make a false assertion to keep the people confused. To them, explaining the point is intellectual and have nothing to do with spirit, when they are not divorced from the oneness. The truth of this is, the Creator created of us the spirit, and within it has intelligence, wisdom and the ability to accumulate knowledge. This was created as one unit for the sake of function. Without intelligence, then one does not have life movement. To deny any part of what is to cause an imbalance in what was meant to be. The Creator gave us all an intelligence that has no barrier and is even sacred unto ourselves in terms of its limits, and thus to our knowledge, it has no limits. It has no barrier other than what man gives it through his educational system that simply is a tool of mental and intellectual dictatorship and slavery in order for us to respond to the dictations of his systematic society of evil and the destruction of the freedom of the mind and spirit. Once one allow themselves to be still and allow the Creator to take them inside, all the way past what has been placed there by the demands of this power structure, that is implanted there by the enemy to oppose truth when it enters the mind trying to get to the heart, only then will one find their true essence and the true nature of their minds and spirits. And from there, from the being of your humanity will the journey continue to grow in enlightenment. David Anthony Brayboy.